That's live. Cool.
What's good? Mech-Hop Mondays, episode 8, featuring me finishing a bite of Bark Thins and Des McMahon and the boys Paul and Taylor of Mantis. Say what's up, everybody. But first,
The sound effect board.
all right,
Yes.
all right. Introduce yourselves, boys.
You guys go first.
I'm Taylor from Mantis.
I'm Paul, also from Mantis. Getting the link shared on the page here.
I'm from DC and kind of Philly.
What's your favorite color?
Black?
Black.
Black.
Mantis, favorite color?
Mine, I would say, is fuchsia magenta number 4.
You're supposed to say green, you fucking idiot. That's your theme.
Yeah, it probably actually is green. I was just trying to be an asshole.
I know. I'm just kidding. All right. So, real quick.
Do we want to lead up? Because I just remember that there was one time I did meet Paul in person.
There was?
Yeah, Paradox in a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
In the RV they have in the back where they put the...
Yeah, for a Temple of Boom.
Boom. That's what I remember now. Because
What is that?
the first one was in Baltimore and the second one was at that deaf school in DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you were at Temple of Boom, Des?
Yeah, but when you saw me, I was wasted.
Okay.
I was like, that's Paul from Mantis, but I'm like too fucked up to make any introduction right now.
I know exactly how that is. So
Yeah, that's gone bad many a times. But
Yo, real quick.
Hey, Red Cup for us, James.
yeah, dude, what's in yours?
Cranberry and vodka.
Okay, mine's water.
Same thing.
I almost had the opportunity to start drinking at 10 a.m. on a Monday with my friend, but I was like, no,
Yo,
I'll leave that.
I just woke up 30 minutes ago, so I'm turned.
all right, so is there a place where we see questions or a chat?
Yeah, through that YouTube link, if you pull it up and have it muted, you'll be able to see in the sidebar all the live stream comments and shit.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Where is this?
Yeah. But real quick, what I was gonna say is that we have to shoot this plug for the new Mantis EP because they just dropped the Avidity EP and that shit is fire. And you should go check it out. Is it just SoundCloud.com/Mantis or
Mantis Dubstep, yeah.
SoundCloud.com/Mantis Dubstep? Definitely go check that shit out.
Do it.
Yo, Necro Games, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yes, Jake, I am rocking those Technicas, boy.
Yo, I was gonna get a pair of those. I was gonna get a pair of those the other day, but I kind of made a more expensive impulse.
Dude, I would have made a more expensive impulse if I could have justified it.
See, the trick is you gotta keep buying music equipment every year so you can write it off on your tax return, and then get that back with your tax return. Buy more music gear, and that's just going.
That's what I've got going on. I have it's not even actually a business account, but it's an account that I use for all my business expenses, so it makes tax returns a lot easier. So I've been buying even if I'm buying tracks to play out off of iTunes or some shit, I do it on that account.
Yeah. Fuck, I should
Good idea. White Veil, how do we make metallic snares? We have a good bottom layer snare, and then we find a good kind of panny snare to layer on top of it. Kind of how we do it.
No, dude, tell them how you actually do it with the fucking pots and pans in the kitchen, Mike.
Well, we get a big pot. And we smash the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Alex.
Do you guys use
We've been a band for like 80 years.
The classics. We got the classics on
Yeah,
that
like,
right?
a lot of people don't know this, but most people don't know this, but we were also like Beatles, and then we just
Just make that ever so invisible transition over to Mantis over time.
it took a lot of time, but you know.
To perfect, you know, how Yellow Submarine turned into Hood Shit VIP.
You know, I mean, it's really just all about how you break it down and listen to it. But I mean,
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's really just about the musical integrity.
Yeah, if you reverse Hood Shit VIP, it's if you reverse it and slow it down, it's actually Yellow Submarine.
The more you know. This is fantastic. It's dark here, boys. And I'm still eating bark thins.
What are bark thins?
This delicious goodness.
What is that dark chocolate?
Oh, I've seen that stuff before. How did we come up with the name, like for Mantis or for the EP?
Was it Frank? Was it Frank from It's Always Sunny?
No, like we actually did sample that for the first song we ever made.
I think I remember you telling me that because I think one day I hit you up when I was like somewhere and I was like, you need to use that sample. You're like, I already did. Good job, Des.
Well, Taylor can answer because he's the one who came up with it, I guess.
Anytime someone asks me this question, I wish I had a really fucking dope answer, and it was like some metaphorical shit, but it's a simple answer. We were trying to think of shit, and I was trying to think of some shit that just sounded like mean and you know, metal sounding, and Mantis came up, and that's pretty much the answer, man. I wish it meant more, but yeah.
And he went up to Paul and he went, "I've got the name, bro. It's Mantis."
It's Mantis, Paul.
Come on.
Got some works chips going on up here.
Did you guys ever release Trauma? Yeah, so long ago.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? Was that 2 or 3 years?
It was 2013.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to Trauma like 2 days ago. That's weird that just came up. But yeah, we released it on Subhuman.
That was
We
lit.
still haven't gotten paid for it.
Hey. We'll leave that stuff out of here because we could talk about that stuff all day. All right, let's see what's going on in these here comments.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get this like link posted and shit.
Come on, man. We've already got 11 people in here, though. That's fucking awesome. Colin and the guys are eating some badass chips, and I'm stuck here eating Doritos, Necro says. Hey, Doritos aren't too bad, bro. Wait, let me see your chips again. D-Rock. Never had them.
They're healthy chips.
Pretty good.
They look hot. They look kind of sexy.
What? Wait, I didn't see them. Sun-dried tomato. That sounds good. That sounds
Mediterranean
like
herbs and cheese.
Biscuits they make.
People, please tune in live to watch us eat.
I don't have any fucking chips. All I have is like meat and vegetables.
Dude, you got to get your snack game up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Mech-Hop Mondays, Des Cooks edition.
When I get my fucking snack game on, it's like not something I want to broadcast to the world. It's fucking shameful. Did you ever see that episode of Louis? You ever watch Louis?
Mm-hmm.
Louis?
No,
Louis is great.
when he has that he snaps to go buy like a pint of like Haagen-Dazs and just puts it down and is like gorging himself and there's fucking ice cream all over his face. Yeah.
That show is fantastic.
I get compared to Louis a lot. It's bad.
I'd imagine, dude. That's funny.
The food reviewer, is that like the weird guy who like drinks energy drinks and he's like, "Hi, this is the review, bro. Like, I'm reviewing a Monster energy drink today." It's like the weirdest shit.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like some guy. I think he's got like Asperger's or something like that. But he runs a YouTube channel, and it's just like.
Oh, dude, wait. You're not talking about Weber Cooks, are you?
No.
Okay. That's another weird guy.
I don't even know how to describe this person. He's just like an enigma. Like you wouldn't know he actually exists. Like you would think like he was a character written for like a show, but he's like a real person.
How to basic, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's the thing, though. With YouTube, people are such fucking trolls these days. You don't even know if it's real.
No, you gotta be careful with.
I think this guy's real. He's just really weird.
Yeah. A better, more polite way of saying Guy Fieri, says Necro. Yo, She-Coil's calling for that Des B2B coil in the kitchen now.
That sounds good.
I'm down.
I'm with the shits, bro.
I'm down.
Let's go. One of these days we'll have that Mech-Hop Monday special edition.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Coil's Kitchen versus Des Cooks.
Alright, hold on. I'm about to post a link in the comments of this weird fucking guy.
Yo, like, comment, and subscribe.
Wait, it won't.
You're gonna get a
Let me
link for
post
the.
It won't let me post it.
That's
Yeah, I don't know if you can do links.
Well, fuck.
Oh, then I'm gonna find a link of what's his name, Weber Cooks, because that dude is like, he does this cooking show or this little cooking special, and like, when you watch it, he's so sad with like everything that he does. He does like it's like the nacho chili cheese demo. Yeah, that.
I've seen that.
Music behind it.
That was incredible. Is that the same guy?
No, I don't think it's the one that Paul's talking about. That's what I thought it was at first.
That nacho cheese thing was so funny.
Dude, that shit, like, that fucking makes my stomach twist up. Because the dude, like, he looks like he's about to fucking kill himself.
Yeah, for real, though.
Oh.
It's brutal. It was really hard to sit through.
I know. My friend thinks it's fucking hilarious. Like,
I posted the channel name in the comments, so it's called The Report of the Week. Just like watch one video, and you're just gonna be like, "How is this person really a person?"
That dude literally just opened stuff up and mixed it together, puts it in the microwave, and it's a cooking show.
Oh man, he's got a bow tie on some of these.
I don't think I've even seen this dude.
Dude,
I definitely
I've never seen this. 3 years ago? Holy shit. Dude, look at that hairstyle.
Are they watching it?
Yeah. Oh, this guy's like being for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Monster Energy Drink review, like he's already done it once.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yo, do one more Monster Energy.
The world is waiting.
And there's 2 re-review, which means he's reviewed it twice.
Oh boy.
What's up?
Yeah, I've been doing some weird shit production-wise lately.
Where am
I started. Have you guys messed with printing tracks at all?
Like, what are you printing buses? Or are you like?
Yeah, like printing a bus.
And then bands.
What the fuck does printing a track mean?
It means printing
Like-
out on like a 3D printer.
Putting.
Yeah, yeah, and seeing what the waveform looks like.
No, like, but really, like, I have no idea.
Essentially, well, for me, this is how I define it. I'm sure there are many different definitions,
I mean,
but
it's really just putting it in audio. But
yeah, it's essentially like routing a bus to an audio track and then recording, and basically it prints what that bus is doing to audio right there, and then you can just manipulate the sound file, so it's all the effects and everything.
Oh yeah,
just
so
printed
it's
as
essentially
audio.
just freezing a track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and then
like
moving
doing that, but
down.
when you do freeze and flatten in Ableton, and then it gets rid of all the MIDI tracks and puts it right in there. When you print it, it doesn't delete any of the MIDI. It just
so you're just running the audio to we do that sometimes.
If you
But
wanna
we found that it
overload.
degrades audio quality whenever we try to do it.
In Ableton, it degrades the quality a little bit.
That's my only pickle with Ableton. That's literally the only thing. The only thing that bothers me about Ableton is like the sound quality of everything.
Oh yeah.
No,
the
not
only thing
like
that bothers me about Ableton is your face.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
Damn, dude, you got burned.
Sick burn, bro. Paging the burn unit.
roasted even on the fucking live chat.
Sound effects.
Oh shit, bro! I got a sick hat on top of my hat.
Oh my
I got hats on hats. You might call me the Mad Hatter.
Oh, how do you do that?
dope.
Give me the dog one. No, I want it on me.
I don't think you can designate targets, can you? Oh.
You can do face swap and shit like that with it.
Oh, it's the light. It's the light that's fucking it up.
Oh no.
Can't even see your facial features, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. The light in my apartment's weird. We don't have like overhead lights. We just have like.
We need to fix
light.
that way because the light's behind us and it's probably fucking the camera up.
So like face
Is
this
it
way.
like the 34th floor?
37.
Christ, really?
Yeah.
Keep scooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely made a big difference.
Is
Now I
that the
can-
vodka handle on the back? Yo, big up vodka. I don't drink that shit anymore, but big up vodka.
Dude, don't drink vodka. Drink whiskey.
All right. So if you haven't noticed, I'm a corn dog.
I get it.
That's a UFO.
That's a UFO.
Isn't it?
No, I don't know. No, it's a mohawk. It looks like
Uh,
corn.
It's definitely like a sea creature mohawk.
It looks like a UFO.
Snapped right onto Taylor. Y'all are wilding out right now.
All right.
Hold on. Let me get it. What time is it? 3:20.
It's time for the
Look,
main
guys.
event of the evening.
I'm going to drink. I'll be right back.
Go, hurry. The stream depends on it. Alright. Let's see some comments, everybody. Ask us things. We can answer them. We have the technology. Let's see what's up on SoundCloud.
Colin,
Yo.
is it true? We heard a fucking rumor that you offered to spin at the next Trump rally.
Yeah. The funny thing about that is that Bernie Sanders actually was talking shit on my music. So I said straight up, I was like, I'm gonna go DJ a Trump rally, and he was like, don't do it, dude. You know, I gotta see what's going on, man. This whole political system is all fucked up. They can't even make their mind on who they want to spin it. It's crazy out there.
I come back and there's politics already. All right, I'm leaving.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yo, apparently in D.C. the Capitol got shot up or something.
I saw something about that.
Yeah.
Like, shot up. What do you mean?
There are gunshots. That's all I've read and heard. My friend that works on the Hill. They evacuated. They evacuated the Capitol.
Evacuated
It was like
where?
it was like a Capitol visitors building.
And someone shot it up?
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's a lot of details about what's going on. They just said that.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. There's not.
The notification I got just said that gunshots were heard and people were advised to take shelter or something like that.
What?
Yeah, did you see, like, North Korea just recently released another propaganda video and shit?
I don't watch any of those propaganda videos, but I did watch the fucking the guy that's like getting sent to hard labor for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Dude, I was telling Paul about that. That's so fucked.
It's not even so fucked. Who the fuck goes to North Korea and it's like, you know what I want to do here? I want to steal something.
Yeah, of course. But you still have to feel sorry for him. He's like 21 years old.
No, he's a fucking idiot. He got what was coming to him. What a fucking idiot.
Podcast, baby.
No, he is stupid. That guy is straight up 100% unfiltered stupidity.
I mean, he definitely put himself in a situation, but it still sucks for him and his family, you know.
No, it sucks for his family. It doesn't suck for him. Fuck that guy.
Did you see the video of him? The video of him like at the North Korean press conference, like crying and begging for his life and shit.
Yeah, I did see that. But like, I saw that as like not a necessarily good thing.
Did you watch the whole?
Like especially like toward a North Korean society, he'd be like. That makes him look like a coward and like weak, you know? So like, throw him to 15 years of labor. It doesn't matter.
Let's make him cry more.
Yeah.
Dude, like almost everything he said, like about how America coerced him into doing it, like you could tell North Korea made him say all that shit. It was like, I don't know. If you watch the whole 30 minutes,
they made him say that America made him do it.
Yeah, he basically was like he said that a church told him to steal propaganda and America backed it or some shit, and he was like, if you watch it, it's like really fun. You can tell the North Koreans like are making him say everything, probably promising him like, yeah, but like they probably promised him like a year or some shit, and then they come back within like an hour, and they're like 15 years hard fucking labor.
Jesus
Christ. Well,
you have no choice. You have no choice because the way that everything is so like caged off over there. Like,
yeah,
he'll probably just.
That's what happens when you put up a fence.
Dude, the weird thing is, in that press conference, there was American reporters in there. Like, they allowed American reporters to come in and film it, which is fucking strange. Because you normally don't see Americans.
Probably because they wanted a direct shot to our media, so it's an intimidation tactic.
It was probably like American staff from like Al Jazeera or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anyways,
let's switch to like happier tones here.
Good call.
Happier and less political. Good call, Paul.
I know, dude.
How's the music going? When's you gonna have some new tracks to send us?
Oh yeah, Colin. Where's all this shit that you've been hearing that I know is like sitting on a shelf? You're just like always. I know what you have. When is it coming out?
Well, you know more than most people, Des, because I've shown you some of it intermittently. But oh man, I'm hoping probably around May I'll be releasing all of it. But I'm polishing a lot of it off. I actually just finished.
Are you doing
a V1 last night. What'd you say?
You gonna do a self-release? Or you gonna do it through like a label?
This one's gonna be through Uplink Audio, I think, and then I've been thinking about for the next one maybe doing a self-release individual, maybe Bandcamp type deal or some shit.
Word. Oh, I was meaning to ask you. You going to Philly for the what is it? Blood, Sweat, and Bass on Friday.
What? That's on Friday?
I think it's Friday. It's in Philly, and I'm gonna go see my parents that weekend and then go see the fucking show.
I think so. I think. I'm gonna have to double check.
Paul, weren't you just on that for like a while?
I just this past weekend I was in Tulsa with Downlink and Diesel. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I went on Tulsa last year. That was actually a pretty cool place.
Dude, Colin, the last Blood, Sweat, and Bass show that I played was, what, like
Asheville?
Yeah, Asheville, and Downlink wasn't able to make it because his flight got delayed and then, like, canceled. So basically what happened was I played, and then Diesel Boy played, and then we fucking tagged for, like, an hour. And I was so nervous fucking about to have to tag with Diesel Boy. Because, he's up there, like, killing it on 4 decks.
Dude, he's so good.
He's got, like, 3 tunes going at the same time.
So nervous, dude. It actually went really well, though. After the first couple songs, my nerves died down, and it was totally fine. But
dude,
the whole night, I was like, oh, my God.
He's fucking intimidating to have on the same lineup. It's like really difficult.
Very intense.
Could you imagine being like, yo, Downlink's not coming, so you're gonna have to tag with fucking killer DJ.
One of the greatest DJs of all time.
Yeah. Right? I was like, okay.
Yeah, he called me. He's like, dude, I don't know if like I could do this. I was like, I wouldn't do it. Fuck, dude.
It was really dope though. It went really well. It was cool.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Big tank,
Philly,
bro.
in Philly, like all the old, like all the drum and bass MCs are all from Philly, like Armani Range, Sharpness. And one of them used to live around the corner from me when I lived on South Street. And the way they talk about him would always be like a fucking myth. And you go out to see him, and you're like, whoa.
You just feel
it. They were kidding.
Yeah. Dude, he just fucking smashes. He's just nonstop, like 3 here, and then cut for the break on 1, and then like another different 3. It's just...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty decent at mixing 2 tracks together. Like,
sometimes I get them matched.
sometimes I'll get the 3rd deck in, but really just to, like, have something else ready to go rather than having to, like, work with the jog wheel.
Right. Yeah, he's just on a whole nother level, dude. It's just slam, 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 slam all day.
Yeah, all hammers.
And it's all really fucking good transitions, too.
Yeah. Fuck.
I like it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have that fucking pressure on me when I join the tour this year.
Yeah, didn't you just play in California or something like that, Colin?
Yeah, I just played Sacramento like
How was that?
a week ago or something. It was cool. It was with Trollface and Lumberjack. And it was decent. I mean, I guess the crowd there is still kind of building for that kind of music. So I was the first person that was like heavy bass music for the night. You could tell when I started my set, they were kind of like, and then by like halfway through, they were feeling it. And then
Wait. So what were like the locals playing before you?
very like top 40 kind of stuff, like pretty mainstreamy, like Rihanna trap remix kind of stuff.
Oh boy, I was gonna say because over here, like in like DC, Maryland, Virginia, like every local that wants to go up, like wants to start with Megalodon.
Oh yeah, they're just about that life.
Dude, like doors open and you walk in, you already hear Tear Out.
It's just going, bro. Yeah,
so
we get
what does the fucking
down
word
dirty.
tear out mean? Does that mean just?
I mean, to me, Tear Out is like anything that was like post Game Monsters Nice.
For mid-range. I can't keep up with all these fucking new terms for shit. I guess I understand what rhythm is. It's just like repetitive square wave dubstep that's phased out. Like, okay, I get that. That's cool. But yeah, then there's Tear Out, which I mean, why can't we just call it dubstep and just shut the fuck up? And
no, because like Tear Out was like a UK term they had to use for out there. Like they used it a little bit more derogatory than I am. I'm just using that to differentiate like roots dubstep because like that's something that I'm so used to hearing because of a lot of my friends. Like they're obsessed with like Jay Kenzo, and like we have Mala and Kana Neat coming next week, and we're all seeing them. So like if I say dubstep around them, and I'm talking about
I feel you.
Like if I'm talking about a 16-bit tune and I call it dubstep around them, they're gonna be like,
"Come on, bro, let's Tear Out, Mike."
Yeah, but like, because the thing is, I like both that. I like both of the stuff. But in the UK, they had to like, because their idea of what dubstep was so much more like rootsy with like the original Croydon guys that anything after like the pickup of Skrillex and Daxic, they started calling it Tear Out. Like when I played 2 shows with Scream, both him and like Sergeant Pokes were calling it Tear Out. And I was like,
did you play with Scream when like Scream was still playing dubstep
it was the month before that he announced it. It was in Baltimore and Philly, and it was crazy. It was like seeing the last of him, just what feels like is actually his personality. because he's a fucking nutter. Like, he's.
I've only rarely briefly met him once, and it was just kind of like, oh, how you scream? Ah, goodbye.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've never met him. I think the only real like legendary guy I've met is Hatcha, but he was fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That looked like it was a fucking dope experience.
I thought you were gonna say Mantis.
Yeah, those are the only legends I've met, Mantis. I'm working on it.
We're pretty legendary.
If I do shit show myself.
So, Colin, do you fuck with Dark Souls yet, or like, are you into that world
Oh yeah.
yet?
Well, the only one that I've played is Bloodborne, but I love the shit out of it because I never had PlayStation before. But yeah, I'm totally getting Dark Souls 3. I already got that shit pre-ordered.
Me and you are in the same boat, man. I never played other Dark Souls, but I was like, I have like 106 hours into Bloodborne now.
Yeah,
I've
Bloodborne
been
was my
visiting
fucking
Dark
jam.
Souls 2 for the past like 3 weeks, just like to get myself ready for Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I should get back on some Bloodborne before that shit comes out because I'm about to get my ass kicked.
Yeah, apparently there's a way you can get it now, but like it's like some kind of weird like half-ass workaround shit where it's like you buy the Japanese version and then like convert the language, but then like you don't get like any of the patches and stuff like that. Is it permanently you don't get day one patch, or is it like only until it comes out?
Until it comes out.
Oh, so if you bought it now, like it just wouldn't work fully until release date.
Right.
Oh, well, fuck, I might do that.
Or you
They
could
said not to do it because
doesn't it come out like I don't know, early next month or some shit? I thought it was like April 12th or some shit.
yeah,
a couple weeks. But I mean,
you can get it now by basically changing your Xbox One account into a Japanese account, making a Japanese account, buying it with yen, which you can buy over the Microsoft Store, buying it, and then going back onto your normal account and then downloading it, and it'll download the English version, so you can play Dark Souls 3 now. And you can actually do it on PS4 as well, but when you download it on the PS4, it downloads the Japanese, so everything's in fucking Japanese.
Yeah, that's not worth. I got that day one edition waiting.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn. Get it, boy. Bloodborne. Yo, Callie Shay said she's met Recoil once. That's crazy. That's real wild. I don't know if I believe it. Pixar, it didn't happen.
Who's that, man?
I don't even know, man. All right. TMV squad.
Man, I wish you guys didn't live so far away, man. Like, if we could just all live around each other, we'd just be like ultimate boy squad. It'd be nice.
But everybody goes to LA.
Yeah.
Fuck LA, dude. I don't want to live there.
Me either.
I would live in California. I would not live in LA.
Here's my thing. California would be dope, but the LA culture and like scene is just so goddamn toxic and cliquey, and it's like I hate that shit. You have to like ride everybody's cock all the time just to like feel like you even matter around them.
Yeah.
That's not shit, dude.
That's
But,
how
like-
it is in the scene in general, though.
When I was in school for audio production, at university they kind of like get your mentality around the head that if you're gonna like go into the recording industry specifically, they're always talking about the 3 cities, which are New York, LA, and Nashville.
Mhm.
So everybody that wants to do anything involved in music always goes to one of those 3 cities, and you clearly know that Nashville isn't going to be something that either of the 4 of us would ever end up going to, you know?
Yeah.
Because we always. What did you say?
You're not trying to do that country EDM?
Dude, but like that's such a big. I always forget how big country music is, and that's why Nashville always like stands out in the music industry. And you're like, oh wait, I completely forgot people listen to that shit.
Yeah.
They
But-
do.
But like a lot of people
More
can't.
people than listen to our shit.
But like the people that can't stand New York end up going to LA, and then both of those two cities just end up filling up by like cramming. It's like cramming people and like cramming a bunch of sardines in a can.
Yeah.
You know.
That's crazy. I kind of like the chilled out vibe of Maryland, but at the same time, I want to be in like a medical state or something like that.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking. Like, I want to move to Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about that myself.
If like someone put like
if I could move anywhere, it would be Australia, man.
Yeah, really.
You just got off that tour, didn't you?
Yeah, he just got back from there.
It was amazing, dude. Australia is like no other place on earth. It's like.
That's what I keep hearing, dude.
Dude, it's so. I would have to like write a paper on it. Like you can go. Like every single aspect of Australia is better. Everything. Except, alcohol is really expensive in Australia. For some
Everything is really fucking expensive in Australia.
Isn't weed like extremely illegal there?
Well, I don't know about. I don't think it's more illegal than like in Atlanta or Georgia. But one thing they do.
It's harder to get for sure. I mean, it's more expensive because I mean, think about where Australia is. It's a fucking. Yeah. It's ocean locked. It's just like it's an island, but also a continent basically. So,
dude, and not only weed, like any drug, especially they were telling me if you were trying to get coke, it's cocaine. It's like $400 to $500 a gram. But anyway, not only that, one thing they do there, they were telling me about, which is fucking scary, is they'll have you know how like in the States we'll have roadblocks where you go through and they'll fucking DUI you. I mean not
breathalyze you. Yeah.
Breathalyze you. Yeah, they'll breathalyze you. In Australia, they will fucking pull. It won't be a roadblock. They will randomly pull people over, and this is like a law that they can do this. They will pull random people over that aren't even speeding, nothing. They'll pull them over and make them do a breathalyzer and drug test. So basically, if you're driving, it is legal for a cop to pull you over for no reason, drug test you on the spot, and if you fail for weed, like if you've smoked weed in the past 2 weeks, you go to jail.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's what they're telling me.
That place is off my list.
Dude, so I was like, how can anyone smoke weed there? Then like everyone would be scared to drive, and they're like, yeah, man, everyone still smokes weed though, but like if you get pulled over and get tested, and it's not even if you're high right then. If you get tested and you smoked in the past week or two, or however long it takes,
sometimes it stays in your system for like, like over a month, depending on how frequently you've been like.
Right.
Apparently, dabs are also like way more intense, and it stays in your system way longer than if you just like smoked like regular flower.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think Des and I are moving there.
I mean, I'm not gonna move there either. I mean, unless that they decide that weed's like a cool thing, then.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the only real thing about it. Everything else is fucking great, though.
Colin, you haven't been down there yet, right?
No.
Dude, you.
No,
I hope it works out.
They were talking about wanting to bring you, so you'll probably go soon.
Yeah, I mean, I've had multiple inquiries, but the opportunity and timing just wasn't quite right yet. I want to do the bigger places after I release this new material and stuff, because I feel like that would be the best time.
What is with Australia? Because I remember seeing like, I guess 2 or 3 years ago, it was like they had like a delayed, what's the word for it? But like, there was like a delayed reaction, and then all of a sudden I started seeing them book like lots of like dubstep and drum and bass DJs, and them doing these like massive tours that were selling out. And like Abstract I saw on a tour.
Abstract Australia is one of Abstract's biggest markets. He
really?
Crushes it down. Yeah.
France. Like no.
That's weird because they normally hate that kind of stuff.
No. What?
Yeah, like at the dubstep shows, they don't like that kind of
Yeah, I know, but like before Abstract was making Bass House, he was making just like super gnarly stuff too.
He was making, heaters, steamers.
Have you guys heard the Abstract dubstep VIP of On the Block?
No.
Stupid.
Link it.
Stupid sick.
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mech-Hop Mondays.
This is Mech-Hop Mondays.
The snake of this establishment is horrible.
I know the flyer.
Yes. You do it so good, man.
You're just baiting for it.
You just gotta puff your stomach
I
out.
want to record you doing that and put it in one of our songs, like right before it drops. It's calling, going, "I do the clown," and then drop. It's great.
Okay. What are you doing?
Too early for a beer.
Is it too early for a beer? Is that what you said? What time is it there?
It's 4.
Yeah, we're all at the same time. I'm pretty sure we're all on the same time.
Oh, we're all on the same. I'm drinking a beer right now.
Yeah.
I thought you were drinking
And before
vodka.
that, I was.
Me?
I
No.
did.
Yeah,
I
he was.
did. I had vodka and cranberry, but I ran out, so I got a beer.
I'm just eating bark pins.
How big is that bag, man? I feel like you've been eating those this whole time, and like, I finished my chips. Well, that does look like a pretty big bag. Are those good?
I have a huge head for reference. So rocket. What's going on with these comments?
Who wants to see something real sexual?
I met Sadhu, Drop Tech, and Dark Step Warrior the same day Paul Walker died.
Oh, you mean Curtis?
Oh, you mean Curtis? Yeah, I'm sealing them up right now, Callie. I'm not going to eat all these. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yes.
Them shits is good, bro.
Really good.
Brennan says, LOL, F that. I don't know what that was geared towards, but yeah, F that. Oh. Soul Vision. Hell yeah. This dude makes sick art, by the way. If you have not checked him out, it's SOLE Vision. No spaces. Yeah. Dude,
right.
he's done so much fucking artwork for me, and it's all been awesome.
Do the next Hall quest.
Did he make that purple heart that he just posted?
Yeah, that's a new one. Dropping now in the YouTube comment section.
He embedded it.
He did. That JPEG.
You know what we should do? Is we should
Hold
do
on,
like
who's fucking with bass house sounds right now? Who was that?
Sorry.
It's clearly Desmond.
Sorry, I forgot I had my microcorg on.
That shit is hard.
Dude, I swear to God, you buy a microcorg and it's every single fucking bass house song are in the drum and bass and breaks program select thing in this.
Well, the funny thing about Bass House, a lot of it all comes from sample packs. So.
Yeah, well, a lot of music comes from sample packs these days, dude.
Especially lately with the Virtual Riot phenomenon.
Okay, you know what we should do right now? We should discuss the integral line in using shit from sample packs.
Okay, you want to kick it off?
Yes. No.
All right.
But where do you draw the line?
That's my field. All right, go ahead.
Where do you draw the line? Like when you're using when you're going through packs and shit, like if you find a sample that you like, do you like sit there and like cut it up until it's like something completely different? And like
that's what we do.
Well,
like if we're gonna use a sample pack, like if we use samples for anything, it's like the only thing we'll do is might take like some like weird vocal thing, for like a chant or something like that, or like we'll find something that's kind of like some kind of like ear candy sound for atmospheric shit, and then we'll kind of like fuck with it until it like fits into our song. But it's not the carbon copy of the sample.
Yeah.
But we don't use like bass samples or like sample packs for like drops or shit like that.
Have you know that
all of our sounds are out of the box.
Emperor? Have you heard of him?
Oh yeah.
Drum and
bass.
Yeah, like him and Matthew Slick make a ton of shit all the time. If you've ever watched him on YouTube, literally everything he does it's all samples. It's all from packs. But here's the crazy thing is the way he does it all is like he'll sit there and he'll warp something over and over and over till like the digital degradation is like terrible, and then like slap
the shit out of it,
and then run it through like the Fruity Loops like vocoder, and then Camel Fat like 6 times, and it's something completely different. But at the like,
there's a fine line between sample manipulation and then just sample usage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say that like audio manipulation is a completely different world as opposed to like actual straight up like sampling this shit. I think that's like a really cool. I mean, Sadhu back in the day when he was doing a lot of the machine gun based shit, that shit was cool because it was new and he was like actually using gunshot samples and fucking morphing them into bass lines, and that was pretty new at the time, at least for the dubstep scene.
Is that how he made his name with that technique?
What?
Was that you were saying how like he like?
Oh yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
I remember when I started seeing him on like the basement lineups up in New York, and I was like, what? Like someone from Germany coming all the way over here. Like most Americans like most American promoters like usually don't want to book anybody from like Europe because it costs them more money.
Well, he was staying out in New York for a while, I'm pretty sure.
That. Yeah.
He got a girlfriend out in New York and was staying with her for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that because I played a show in Richmond. My first show in Richmond was with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't know if he's like. Is he doing shows in the States at all anymore?
Like, he didn't have a work. He had a tour.
I think he was supposed to like do a tour here like recently, but then like somebody like some old roommate of his or some shit like that. Like
I saw this.
Security or some weird shit, and then like claimed that he was a terrorist or something. I don't really fucking know.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucked up. He straight up posted a video of him on the phone with Homeland Security, and he just fucked up Sadhu's shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, because like he claimed that Sadhu owed him money.
It was just beef shit. It was just beef shit. That's it.
Oh.
It was just
gay.
Yeah. It's stupid though. No matter what, you should not be drawn to the point where you're just gonna fuck somebody's life up,
Yeah, that's their livelihood, dog. Like,
yeah, that's literally what he had.
Like the way you can like. That kind of reminds me of what's the thing where like people call in SWAT like on
swatting.
Like, and then because I read an article about how this kid got sent away for putting in a call like that by like calling in the authorities and like claiming all this false shit. Like you should get locked up if you're fucking.
A recent swatting dude. He was 16 years old, and this happened a few years ago. But as soon as he turned 18, he got. I told you about this. I think it was 6 or 7 years for doing it. For like calling and swatting a Twitch.
Like I remember when I read that article and I was reading that like swatting was like a term, I was like, this is shit people do to each other. Like,
yeah, man, it happens a lot.
The damn Daniel kid got swatted, like Soul Vision just said. I was about to say that.
I'm sorry.
Damn, Daniel! Back it again with the SWAT at the front door!
Oh, man.
Yo, I would SWAT somebody if they...
Of it.
You what?
I said you can go on YouTube and see a lot of like swatting compilations that people make, like just because when people swat people, it's Twitch users like streaming themselves, and you see the fucking SWAT dudes like kick down their door and come in with or not AKs but M4, you know, whatever the fuck they have, and that's why they do it. People call and say they're holding someone hostage, so SWAT people will come in on the live stream. It's like if someone called right now so that they could just watch fucking police dudes come in and like throw me and Paul to the ground, you know.
They'd have a real hard time getting into my apartment.
I'm like a building over from a police station. That's too funny though. I mean, it's not funny, but like,
it's fucked up.
No,
it's
I mean,
a product
it's
of
really,
the internet. It's
somebody
really
thought
fucked
of that,
up, but it's funny.
And so many other people were like, "That's such a good idea that all of us are gonna do it."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, dude. It became a hype train.
SWAT Hot Mondays.
And they were able to like get the information of like the people that they're calling like the SWAT team on. You gotta excuse me because like I don't really play any video games except for like Skate, Tony Hawk, and FIFA. So like the SWAT thing confused me the first time I heard about it, you know. But like how do they get the information of somebody that they're like watching?
IP address.
IP address. Of course.
Yeah, these are internet nerds that do this shit. Some people won't even like SWAT. They'll just post somebody's information and be like, "Do what you will."
Yeah, a lot of it isn't even IP addresses. A lot of it is normally the people who get swatted are like the famous streamers that that have like 10,000 views at a time. And so since they're famous, everyone knows them, and because they're famous, I guess people can figure out where they live and their actual real name, and I guess it's pretty easy, and they just call. I've heard like 911 calls of the people calling, like to see what they actually say. And the last one I heard, it said he was like, yeah, this guy, he streams YouTube, and right now he took a kid hostage and strapped bombs around his body and is about to blow him up if blah, 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 blah. And so, like, 30 or 10 minutes later, fucking SWAT team kicks down his door on live, while he's streaming. And these people think it's, like, hilarious.
Yo, we have a surprise for today's stream. I actually just called the SWAT team on Paul and Taylor, so lock in, viewers.
See, but here's the funny thing. Even if the SWAT team tried to come up to my apartment, the people at my front desk could be like, well, we need to call them first and make sure you have permission to go up and rate them. Because even when my girlfriend comes over or when Taylor comes over, he can't come up to my apartment unless I go down and get him, and that's just how this building works. So I would have to go downstairs and be like, hey,
excuse me, Mr. Paul, there's the SWAT team here for you. Are they good to come up?
Hey, Mr. Oliver, well, we have a SWAT team down here for you. They said that they're a little concerned, so, I mean...
We have a group of people by the name of SWAT team here for you.
They're all wearing some sort of body armor. They look pretty serious, huh? So, we're not really sure if we should let them up, but we figured we'd call you just in case.
They're just sitting there, tapping their feet, twiddling their thumbs.
They look like.
And you're like, don't let him up. And Concierge's like, sorry, team, it's not gonna let you up.
You guys gotta go back because that's our policy at this building that guests have to come and let their guests up. So residents have to come let their guests up, I should say.
I wonder if there's a police station that's had there's one area, one precinct that always gets the SWAT calls, the SWAT calls.
And they're like, God,
and they go to another house. And they're like, God damn it, not another.
Well, no, dude, a lot of times what people do is if you're like a big streamer on the internet, the streamers will call the police station and be like, yo, there's this thing called swatting, and if someone calls you saying I have a fucking bomb on myself, to call me first. You know, like, people warn. It's such a big thing that people have to warn their fucking police station that this shit happened.
Drugs and keep the cops away by calling them and being like, I'm a huge streamer. If someone calls the SWAT team on me, it's not because I have bombs.
Or in our case,
away from me.
in our case, we just send them our mixtape and be like, listen, some people are out to get me.
I'll be right back. Like someone said, is it just me or does Paul look like Rain Man from Cruella?
Oh, dude. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to get it a lot, but now, I mean, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it in like a little while.
Yeah,
but,
I remember people used to say that.
So for one, Rain Man is no longer in Cruella. Now he just makes whatever generic music he makes under whatever his new fucking alias is. But
it's just the two girls now?
Yeah, but even if I look like that guy, I'm a much better producer, and fuck that guy.
Whoa!
Shots fired, motherfuckers. But no, really, like, the one time I met him, I tried to just, like, because he had on, like, a Suicide Silence shirt or something, I was like, oh, that's tight, dude. Like, they're one of my favorite bands. He's just like, yeah. I was just like, okay. All right, bro.
All right, see you later.
God. I can't stand the attitudes some of these famous people have. You just shake them. Just like,
wake
the fuck up, man.
Wake up.
I had that happen to me by someone I'm not gonna. It was actually way worse than that. Have you ever had anybody come up on stage and like mock you for what you're playing?
No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who on this stream who it was. But
it was me?
No. But
I'm not gonna name anybody, Taylor.
Somebody moved vape in my face, and it was annoying. Paul.
That sound familiar to you, Paul?
No, but I had like there was one guy that was playing after me at the first Moonrise. Oh fuck. And he came on stage like, and him and his buddies were like basically doing little mock dances behind me while I was playing, and then we had a strange interaction when we were switching. You can go do the rest.
You're gonna have to tell me who it was after the stream's over.
Oh no, don't worry. You're gonna be getting a text in like 5 minutes. Yeah, but
just gotta wait till the anger passes over.
I know what you mean, bro. Whatever. If people want to do their research on their own, I don't go right the fuck ahead. All they're gonna find on my behalf is a bunch of fucking food pics and shoes.
Hashtag guys cooks. I know that's the Japanese text under your logo. You fuck. You're not fooling me.
You got me.
Hashtag Desmond.
No, actually, it was Paul Daves.
Yeah, hashtag Paul Daves.
Yo, on the subject of Japanese shit, you guys both fuck with anime, right?
Yeah, of course. That's why we're all here.
Have you guys watched Parasite yet?
No.
Watch it. Oh my god, best anime.
Have you guys seen Cory in the House?
Is that an anime?
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like a sequel to like Full House or something like that.
Dude, I'm really bad. I'm really bad with keeping up with like.
Dude, look up Cory in the House. That shit is fucking awesome.
Okay. You should also watch Seven Deadly Sins. Fucking great.
You guys don't even get it. Dude, on Disney Channel, have you seen that Cory in the House shit? Cory,
dude, I've been cable in like 2 years. So,
oh my god, dude, that has been a joke for so long.
You're cutting this.
Cut.
Cut before it goes on the tube.
Like,
Dude, Corey in the Fucking House is a Disney show. It was based off of That's So Raven. It's her little brother or whatever.
That's so Raven.
Yeah, dude. So Raven.
I've never heard of Cory in the House either.
Low-key best anime.
Look.
Low-key.
Like got like a 3.8 in like the gore ratings out of 5.
Shit's crazy.
no, I last night I just started trying to watch this new anime called Blood Sea because I like found this GIF of like what looks like rabbits just like
why does that
murdering
happen?
people.
I saw that.
You see people sharing like all these gifs of like really gory scenes, and you're like, "What is that? I want to see that."
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, I watched the first 2 episodes, and so far, like, it's just like a very like teeny bopper anime with some blood. I'm hoping it gets better, but
Dude, I remember the first thing I ever saw about One Punch Man that sold me on it was the gif of Genos, and his arm turns into like a fucking crazy gun, and he just shoots it. And I was like, whoa.
One Punch Man was so tight.
Yeah, dude, I don't really even follow anime that much, but I love One Punch Man.
Did you ever finish watching it?
No, I need to.
need to.
What episode are you up to? Because it ends up being like the funniest fucking satire.
Yeah.
It's all trying to like. I remember reading a little bit like more in depth about it, and they were saying how like it's kind of like supposed to be making fun of like the anime hero like trend, and like that's like the whole part is like him struggling to find a good fight that lasts more than one punch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Sea Monster episode?
Which one?
The Sea Monster.
No, he never got that far.
That was the best with one.
I only got like 4 or 5 episodes in. I need to keep watching it because I really like it, though.
Dude, Moomin Rider going up against the Sea Monster. Moomin Rider is that dude.
Moomin Rider!
Moomin Rider! He was the fucking shit, dude. He's so dedicated.
I heard they're making like another season. I hope.
Oh yeah, well, dude, the manga is so far along right now. I think.
Well, I don't have the patience to read that shit. Plus,
yeah, I don't have mangas either, but.
Did you guys see the live-action Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I've seen the trailers. I haven't seen the actual movie. Is it out yet?
It's out. You can watch it. It's awesome.
Is it awesome?
What?
I heard the trailer looks good.
Right.
I heard the movie sort of is cheesy though.
Well, it's cheesy, but it's very well done. Like the special effects are fucking awesome.
Well, dude, you gotta think if it's a live interpretation of anime, it's probably gonna get a little cheesy.
It's very. I don't know. I enjoyed watching it, having seen all the Attack on Titan this far before I watched it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as much as I would have hoped for, but I still liked it.
Yeah. And did you see they're making a PS4 game of Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I saw like a little snippet of it. It looked pretty fucking tight.
That shit's gonna be awesome. Oh man, there's so much I want to do gaming-wise. Like VR, dude. VR is gonna be fucking crazy too.
Did you see that they've like somebody did like a they're doing like a Sword Art Online VR game?
Yeah. I think they said like 2018 or something like that, right?
I don't know.
Wait, there was another season of fucking Sword Art?
No. We're talking about how they're like with the new virtual reality technology that they're implementing with the new consoles, like PS4 and Xbox One. They're actually working on an SAO RPG type thing.
Dude, they love those.
What VR would you get, Colin, if you had your choice?
Well, they're doing like console specific ones. I forget what the PS4.
All I know is they have that Oculus Rift one, which is like the first one they ever made, and PlayStation's coming out with one. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, dude. I'm gonna wait like a year or two down the line so they can like optimize the technology and figure it out, and also have it cheaper, obviously. But dude, Pornhub actually for real. They just teamed up with a VR company, a company that makes VR software for Oculus Rift to make the first like for real virtual real people virtual porn, where it's like an actual, it's like real girls, but it's
look at Dez's face. He's so happy.
It's filled with like 3D cameras. You can put this on and it's real. Like you can look at these girls and like, so that's happening.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You can so you can look at them, but then they're gonna have to like implement like what the fuck? I forget what the fuck it's called. They make fuck my fuck my.
It's the next level of POV.
How I'm picturing it is like let's say there's like the porn is like a dude and like 3 girls. You could like be looking at this girl and like turn your head and look at that girl. Like I'm picturing it's something like that. Probably.
Yeah. It's probably it probably is just point of view kind of stuff. I would assume it's not interactive because that would be fucking.
I'm
crazy.
sure we'll get to that point.
Oh yeah, like a decade down the line, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna have like a clit button.
Yeah. Press X to clit blast. Oh shit. Oh, that's bad. Sorry. Oh man.
It really wouldn't be that, dude. Like Colin, you know how the PlayStation controller has that little touchpad?
Yeah.
You know, you could implement that easily, like with the clit, just sort of rub that. It wouldn't be that hard,
man. Oh man, this stream went sour real quick.
Sour. Depends on what kind of.
Depends on the viewer. That depends on the viewer. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh
What's going on here? Oh yeah. The game's already out. Says Soul Vision. Wait, fun game. Ooh, Des trying to get a piece, Necro says. Yeah, it's PlayStation. I think it is just PlayStation VR, like he said, though, for PlayStation. And then Xbox has Oculus Rift, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Xbox Oculus Rift?
Huh?
That's not right. Oculus Rift is only PC.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look up the list.
And you have to have a fast PC to run it. Xbox One doesn't have one yet. The Vive and the Oculus Rift are just PC based.
Dude, that's something that everybody's gonna be investing their money in a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Japan, they're always like you realize how many series and movies they have about like people playing virtual reality games. Like, have you seen Summer Wars? You've seen Summer Wars? Yeah, like that's.
What?
Have you seen Summer Wars?
Summer Wars?
Yeah. Like the season, summer.
Have you seen some horrors? And I was like,
Summer Whores.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of horrors, but I mean, what do you mean?
What are Summer Wars?
No. There's a movie called Summer Wars, like Battle Wars.
Right? What is that?
It's about how like everything in Tokyo is like intertwined with this like virtual reality like device. People have like all of their like tax documents and shit on this, and you like have everything is like really implemented into this virtual reality. Everybody fucking uses it basically, and then there's this like virus that becomes like a character within it that starts like destroying like the government's like documents and like setting off bombs and all this shit. And I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this.
It sounds tight.
But it's a really fucking good movie. It's a really good movie. Really good movie.
I'm actually gonna type that in.
Yeah, you're gonna watch
Summer
that.
Horrors?
Yeah.
Horrors or war?
Summer of Wars.
Wars. Yeah, wait. Let me make sure. Yeah. I'll find
Have you guys watched Black Mirror yet on Netflix?
Bro. Yeah, you guys need to fuck with that.
No?
All 10 people watching, you guys should also watch Black Mirror.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Fucking amazing.
Dude, it's a 2-season thing, but there's only 3 episodes each season, so there's 6. But each episode is like a brand new story with brand new actors, and it's the point. It's that kind of shit you watch right at the end. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You have to fucking watch it, dude.
It's like such a perfect commentary on like our existence as humans in this like digital revolution. It's fucking incredible. You should really watch it.
Yeah, and the first episode you should watch is called White Bear.
No, just watch all of them.
No, just the first.
What was it called?
It's called, okay. The show is called Black Mirror. It's on Netflix, and the first episode you should watch is called White Bear, like a white bear, and just watch when it gets to the end.
Why shouldn't I start from the top though?
Because the first,
I say you should. Just don't listen to him.
dude, the first 2 are just like, eh.
I like them.
The first 2 are eh. The last one of the first season is good, and then the second season is fucking awesome. And then they have a Christmas season, a Christmas special, which
White
is
Christmas.
the best of them all.
Yeah, that was
Really?
fucked.
Dude, it's like,
So fucked.
dude, seriously, actually, yeah. After we get off this, watch the Christmas special of Black Mirror. It's actually on Netflix too, at season 3. Your mind will be blown, dude. It's fucking amazing.
Right.
And
on Netflix, I haven't had anything. I'm at that point where I'm rewatching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for like the 25th time.
yeah, we're huge.
Somehow it never gets old for me. I think I'm like sick in the head a little bit.
You know, I actually just recently started. Well, I finished Fate Zero, and now I'm watching Fate Stay Night. Have you watched those, Des?
I was gonna
What is
ask
that?
to go back to the anime topic. I was gonna say, I hope you've all watched Tokyo Ghoul.
I still haven't seen all of it, dude. I need to like restart it so I can really get in the vibe again.
That's Machina, by
Yo.
the way.
Those motherfuckers need.
You should watch it. It's
Dude,
by the same.
you have to finish it, man.
I know.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
I'm sleeping, bro. I'm sleeping.
You sleep.
I'm sleep. Dude, I need a new MIDI keyboard. That's what I need. This thing
Dude,
is
I haven't had my MIDI keyboard plugged in for like 3 months.
What kind is it?
Since it's an Akai 61, it's like actually a decent one. But since I got Serum, every time I had the fucking MIDI keyboard plugged in, it would like fuck with like the pitch shit Serum and just like fuck everything up. So that's why I just unplugged it so that we could use it without.
Really?
Yeah, let me
Sounds
buy
like-
it off
like-
you.
Sounds like you need to like. Does the Akai 61? You have a what is it? The MPK or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, it's like 5 years old at this point. I've had it for a very long time.
I
There's a
trashed
bug-
like my
there's
whole.
a bug on the display screen. There's like a bug that crawled inside of it and died. There's like a fossilized bug.
Oh, you're on a PC too, right?
Yeah, we use a Windows desktop for our production mostly.
I used to, and I lost like 4 months work, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna get a Mac. I had to. I was like.
I mean, I have like. I mean, the computer we're using right now for this is like 2 years ago was like the dopest MacBook on the market, and I mean it's still tight, but I just don't like laptop production, and I
Oh no,
we just
I'm on.
better together with.
I hate laptop production. I hate having a laptop because I feel like it's. I'm like asking to have it.
That's
stolen, bro.
constricting.
I refuse to fucking produce on a laptop.
Whenever I have an idea that I start on my MacBook, Taylor's like, I won't work on this until you move it to the PC. So.
Yeah, I won't do it.
My only option is to work off my fucking laptop. That's all I've got. But I have an external monitor, which is 720p, but I use.
I know.
as a
I'm
dual
starting to realize
monitor.
that's the norm that everybody's kind of. Eventually, we're just gonna have these like little like cubes that are gonna be a hard drive and a bunch of other like a motherboard and a bunch of other shit. And a fan.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to like some screen. We're gonna plug in, and we're gonna do everything.
No, we're gonna have fold-up screens that we can take everywhere with us.
Well, because like if you look at like the Mac Mini, it's just like it's a box. You get everything else for it. That's what I probably should have done. But I need to get like I've never been a laptop guy. Like all throughout like college, I never had a laptop. It was always a desktop.
Do you guys remember Tamagotchis and Nanopets.
Yeah, why? Tamagotchis, Jesus Christ.
Remember that shit? When you said little cubes with like screens, that's what I thought of as Tamagotchis.
Oh,
Remember that shit? You keep care of your pet?
Like,
little things?
I think I had one, and like my favorite thing to do was just to make it die. I didn't care about it.
That's so metal.
I was like, how quickly can I kill this digital creature that I'm responsible for taking care of?
That is so metal. So metal.
So metal. And that's when I knew I had to become Mantis.
holy shit.
Yeah, dude. All right, so like, if you want to be in Mantis, you have to have a complete disregard for life in general. Not just your own life, but the life of anything that is any sort of living being. You just have to not care about its existence, and you have to want to eradicate it.
Nintendo NX console rumored to be more powerful than PlayStation 4. Report says.
Yeah, I'll tell you how that is actually possibly true. They're going to use. I saw a video about it like a month ago. You're going to get like the Nintendo system, and there's two things that are going to make it powerful. One, if you're connected to the internet, it's going to use other people's systems that say you're playing a game, and 100 miles away someone has another Nintendo system, but they're not using it, it's on standby. Your system is going to be using that power to enhance the graphics over the internet. That's what they copyrighted. I mean, that's what they say that's going to happen. And their controller, if you plug your controller into it, their controller is going to have like graphic processors in it, which will also add to the graphics.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How expensive is this shit gonna be?
I have no idea. But it's crazy using graphical power on standby machines like over the internet. You know?
Yeah, that's some new age shit, huh? I'm stoked, dude. I miss Nintendo games.
I haven't had a Nintendo thing since the 64, but I love the 64.
I had the Wii for like a little bit, and then I sold it. But it was awesome. But I needed the money, so I just sold it.
For drugs.
Yeah,
Definitely.
all the time, man. You know me.
Pot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens when you have two marijuanas, right?
Only one can survive. Battle of the marijuanas. Oh man. He's only working for like another hour and 15 minutes.
And then you gotta
get to smoke.
And
Yeah.
then
And then hashtag Des Cooks.
oh fuck, I am cooking tonight though.
I'm gonna be an asshole and play some new shit we're working on just to
Do
something.
please.
Some Sunday shit you said?
No, just some new shit. You guys have both heard this. It's
Okay.
that one that both
Do it.
called Mainline.
I wanna go next. Do it.
It's gonna sound like absolute shit, probably. But fuck it.
Are you putting that out with competition? putting that out on Crime Kitchen?
That one, no.
Oh, free?
No, we're probably Bible.
Deciding.
What's
You're deciding.
that.
Yeah.
Because we worked on that one with Joey Levy, aka Half Empty. So.
Oh, he's like you,
So,
except you're full empty, right? You're entirely empty.
empty balls all the time.
I'm gonna play something. Liquid Jump Up. That's always fun. You should let me remix that one. I was just thinking that.
Dude, down. Sure.
Yeah, because I want the ATL horns. All I ever want is just the ATL horns.
What, you want to remix it?
ATL,
You said you wanted to remix it? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Are we gonna make that? Are we gonna make that happen like right here on the stream?
That'd actually be really sick.
Down. I like.
Dude,
I like after all the snow we got. After all the snow we got in like January, February, and March, I like did like 5 originals, and now I'm kind of like, what do I do now? Not like writer's block, but like how do you explain it? I don't know. You're like, give me something to do, you know?
I feel you.
All right. Which is probably why. All right, let me play this. It's vibes. Vibes, mate.
Who's playing this?
Hey. Hey, roommates. My headphones. I found out last night if you tune the snare only to the 7th instead of the root, it actually sounds fucking insane. It's your turn, Colin.
Yo, we should do like a 3-way Mantis recoil drum and bass collab. That would be sick. And Des McMahon.
I'm down. I'm totally down.
Des McMantis coil.
Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Des McMantis coil.
I don't know what I should play. Here, I've been actually rebooting a new one lately,
Just play with yourself.
or an old one.
Yeah.
You want me to play with myself on cam?
That was your
I'm gonna need some donations first, dude. First one to hit $10 sees me in a bikini. Hold on, I'm about to unplug my audio interface real quick so you guys can actually hear shit.
I don't feel like this thing gives you a good hit.
It's because I fucking put it down to 40.
I don't even know if this shit will play without overloading. Let's see.
Like I pressed it was at 400.
400 watts.
400.
Oh my god, it's fucking nuts.
No, 400 to mature. It's on to mature control, so just play like
Yeah.
Send me that one, dude.
Is it you guys? Perfect recoil.
That's Colin. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Who was that?
That was Colin.
Oh, we could barely hear it on this end.
It sounded pretty gnarly.
Well, that's all you get.
How recent is that?
That's a really old project that I've been mixing down and like kind of redoing in a sense.
Old projects are fun sometimes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have so many old projects because I didn't used to know shit engineering-wise, and I didn't want to just put them out sounding like shit, so I have stuff from like years ago that I still plan on touching.
Dude, I know. You know how fortunate, like, bass music is fun because they allow the VIP. So you can go back and be like, I did that wrong, but I'll fix it in the VIP.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gotten to the point where I like hearing mistakes, like not like blatantly like horribly over compressed shit, but like I like hearing mistakes in people's music because then everything is so like finite with a computer, where everything is like perfectly done. You get so used to hearing it because of like the mass amounts of music that get produced all the time that when I hear like tiny mistakes in people's music. Like it's, you can appreciate it a little bit more. Like if you listen to like, you ever hear of DJ Hazard? He did Mr. Happy. I'm sure you've heard it in like every single drum and bass set ever.
Yeah.
Like he has some records where like there's like weird mud in strange spots, and I know like he does some of those tracks through a mixing board, so it kind of sounds like it's like a happy mistake, you know?
That shit is tight, dude. I wish I knew about like hardware and like SSL consoles like that.
Well, you know what I think I'm doing next is I think I'm gonna like my Focusrite's kind of been like going out on me. Have you ever messed with any like the Universal Audio gear or their plugins or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
They make these plugins that you literally need to buy like a satellite, like an external satellite card for, because it takes up so much processing power when you run their plugin that you need to have like an external like DSP with it. So they have this interface called the Apollo Twin. Then it comes with like 3 of their plugins, and they're such sought after plugins that they sound like analog that you have to put down like $800 for one of their interfaces that come with a plugin, and you can pick between like a solo core, a duo core, or get the rack mounted one with a quad core. Because
they only work for Mantis though, right?
I think so. I think there might be because you can actually get a UAD card that you put in with the computer. Like I'll send you a link to it. But like there's a way you can get it working on a PC because I know that was the original way they had it, and then recently they made it like accessible through Thunderbolt. But
that's not really new. That's not really like new though, because like a pro. This isn't really for EDM shit, but like Pro Tools HD, like fucking Pro Tools, in huge studios where they record like big bands and shit. They have like the Pro Tools HD racks that you have to have to like actually even fucking open Pro Tools.
Yeah, that's right.
So but yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of an actual VST or plugin having.
But like, what the plugins are is they're all like they'll spend like 3 years to model a plugin after like an API like EQ, and it's so close that. Like it's why like their product was in demand. Like I remember when I was working music retail for a while, like everybody was always asking about the UAD shit. Where like some like it's a little bit bigger in the like at least from what I've seen like the drum and bass world because that's kind of like where I put a lot of my attention in. But like you'll see a lot of these guys go with like the UAD cards like on the road with them because their plugins are like. They'll do the same thing with like an SSL. It like emulates an SSL compressor and stuff like that, and they get so close that people would like Like, I know a lot of people that would buy, like, a duo-core interface, and then the next thing you know, you see them in, like, 3 months, and they'd be like, yeah, I want the quad now, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Yeah. Thank you.
You get food? That smells like you saw food.
Yes.
More chips. Damn, it's 5 on the dot.
Dude, I was just looking at that like, god damn, it's already 5.
Sick. Totally gonna take a dab.
I haven't played the Division.
You what?
Someone said, "Are you guys still playing the Division?" I said, "I haven't played.
I played the Division. I still haven't hit level 30. I'm at like level 28, almost 29, but I heard it.
Gasfix says, "How can I make my final mix louder? By making everything quieter."
All right, so here's how you make your final mix louder. Turn your master volume up to 6, and then you put 18 sausage fatteners on your master channel.
Oh no, 18's
Turn
not.
it all the way back.
He's talking out of his ass.
That's how we do it. That's a lie. That's not how we do it at all. We use ozone.
I don't even use ozone, dude. And I mean, I do sometimes for the stereo imaging, but that's about as far as it goes.
You do your mastering, Colin?
Yeah, I've been doing self-mastering.
Colin, did I ever send you the preset, like the preset we have that's just like the God preset for mastering on ozone?
No.
Fuck, I'm an asshole. I'm going to send it to you.
Send me the preset too, but
I'll send
you
it
know,
to you as
honestly,
well.
like I thought I got the hang of it because I like did all these like courses on how to master my shit properly. I think I do an okay job, but like
you do a very good job.
Yeah, they sound great. Shut up.
What'd you say?
Said yeah, they sound great. Shut up.
But like I don't know, I got nostalgia to master my last EP because I didn't want my own ear that had been listening to something for like an EP over the course of like 8 months to like do the mastering on it. I wanted someone that like had fresh ears on it, and his prices are also dope, so go ahead and nostalgia for mastering.
Well, the person I think we're gonna go up to next is this guy who goes by Dark Art. Like apparently
That's
he's
Hive.
just like
that's Hive.
a fucking
dude. You know, Dark Art Mastering's the dude out in LA, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dude, that's fucking Hive, man. He's a American like drum and bass legend, and then stopped doing it for a while to do Dark Art Mastering. And then once that
I think it's like 50. I think it's like 50 a track, and like that's pretty fucking.
It's more. It's a lot more. It's a lot.
Really?
Because I got him. I hit him up to like for a couple quotes, and they're usually it's because I remember he used to be 60 a track, but then he became such like a buzz name. His company became such a buzz a buzz brand between everybody, where everybody like from like Diplo to like Titsworth to all the drum and bass guys I know in Baltimore like go to him for mastering. But you should peep his solo shit that he does by himself.
I know. I'm well aware. It's fucking awesome.
God, man, he just like put some new shit out recently too that I've been like playing every single set.
Gaspix on the chat. It's not just about getting Fuck you. It's not just about getting ozone. It's not like you just put ozone and it makes it amazing. It's about like compression and limiting and I mean, dude, honestly, if you just went on YouTube and typed in like learn about compression or compression tutorial or mastering tutorial, you could figure out how to make your shit louder in an hour.
I mean,
train.
Also, like the same thing people will tell you is like if you clean up as much as you possibly can in your mix before you send anything to mastering, then if everything you have is perfectly cleaned up and you've taken out all of the mud and you've put everything from 200 hertz and below in mono and you got everything out of stereo below 200 hertz, then that gives the mastering engineer or yourself more room to slam the limiter. Because if you have shit super muddy and it slams the limiter, whatever you have is muddy is gonna peek through. like if you watch any of the old like Chase and Status and like Noisia Studio tutorials, they always say that they'll take their master and they will test it and run it in the red, and whatever as they're pulling the fader up, anything that they hear that's starting to clip, like and heavily distort, they'll know to pull that down a little bit.
Really?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know Chase and Status were definitely heavily about that, but I remember like the last big Noisia interview, they were talking about how they were saying how it's actually like an old like 80s rock band technique where they would take the drums on the fader and run everything real hot into the mixer, and whatever started to clip and heavily distort, they'd be like, okay, the ride is like sounds gross, and they'll pull the ride back.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And then you can also do like the basic like the EQ band boost where you like run it through the spectrum, and then anything that, I mean, you have to have like expensive monitors for that technique to like really fucking work though. Because when I do that when I used to do like the EQ band sweep, where you like jack it up by 10 decibels and run it through, if I did that on my old Yamahas, it would like it sounds good everywhere.
That's what we cross-reference like every single mix we've ever done on like as many different kinds of speakers as we can, like phones, different monitors, car stereo, fucking laptop speakers, fucking I'll play it through like my TV with just the TV speakers just to make sure everything comes through the same. Cross-referencing is like the thing that helped us get our mixdowns like to where they are now. And I think, I'm not saying our mixdowns are perfect now, but the way our mixes sound now is like so far above how they sounded like 2 years ago. It's like insane.
That's what's important. Damn it. I want another beer.
The number one fucking thing that you learned a long time ago that changed everything was making all the low-end shit mono, though, especially sub-bass. We used to not know that, and our shit sounded awful. So to a beginner, yeah, make your sub-bass especially mono, for sure. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, who are you? Who are you, or is it where are you?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where's my poo? There's my John, Dad.
There's my John Dad. Dude, we should, can I unplug this?
You take one balcony?
Yeah, everyone, I'm taking you, on the balcony to see our view from our place.
Our place?
Or excuse me, Paul's place, but where we make music.
Oh man, trying desperately to get the ARPs right now. I don't let anything clip. I clean up everything mostly. I think it sounds good for me, but quiet. So thanks everyone for the tips. So back to the $10 show, Colin. I only have $5. I've heard Maximus in FL is actually awesome, though.
You heard what is awesome?
Maximus in FL. It's apparently like a really good mastering multiband compressor or something like that.
The thing is with like mastering and compression and all that shit is everybody has their own way of doing it, and like as long as you achieve the desired result, that's really all that matters. It's not like a standard way to do it. Like we use Ozone for our master line or our master channel, and then but like all of our mid-range sounds we run through the OTT on Ableton. We just tweak the settings where it sounds the best. It's like we don't have any training as far as like production. Like neither of us have gone to school for it at all.
I went to audio
He kind
school.
of went to auto school, but like not really.
I didn't go for production. I went for like recording bands and shit.
But I mean, like everything we figured out and learned has just been through like trial and error and like shit we've heard from our friends, etc. But to be honest, though, like the preset that I was telling you about is like one of the things that really like helped us bring our shit to the next level.
Is it like a starting point?
I agree with that.
You have to agree with that.
It helped our sound. I think we just have gotten better at mixing.
We definitely have gotten better at mixing. Well, I mean, I guess you have because you're really the main mixer, but like. It definitely still helps, you know.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Like to make our tracks sound the way that they do without that would be really difficult.
Yeah, but we've had that preset for like 2 years now, and you can even tell a huge difference from 2 years ago to now.
Yeah, I think the first track we ever used it on was Caligula. So.
And you can tell a huge difference from like Depths to Caligula.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys work with the mastering chain on?
Yeah, that's how we work. We work with the mastering chain on.
Yeah.
So it's like we're actively writing and mixing with the mastering chain on.
This is because I used to do that for a while, but instead what I'll do is I'll work with the FabFilter Pro L on and have that kind of squash it a little bit so that it's still a little filled up, because that way it's like satisfying to the ear. But then I'll take, when I go to master and I'm like mixing down, I'll like switch back and forth between turning the Pro L on and off, while I'm like picking where I want, you know, the volumes and proper levels of everything, and then I'll run it into Ozone. Because the thing with, if I have my mastering chain on and I have like, because I'll run a mid-side EQ before everything hits my limiter, so that everything below 200 is cut even after all of like the harmonic exciting and all of that stuff. And then that way, if I don't have that mastering chain on, well, if I have it on, then I'm going to get lazy. It'll like promote me to be lazy and not cut everything on the buses below 200 hertz.
Well, no, we do that still anyways. Like it's like our default thing. It's like we cut all of our mid range. We cut at 90, which is something I learned from Colin a few years ago. And so like all of our like.
We also we all learned that from Colin, because I started doing that too, and 90 became like the magic number.
Well, yeah, I do anywhere between like. I do anywhere between like 90 to like 120 sometimes.
120 really?
At the most extreme, yeah. Especially more so in like, I don't know, if they've got like a really round low end to it or something that's mucking up the mix, I'll do it. But it's not normally on a bus that I'll do that high. But
I have a question for you. I think I probably asked you this last time you were over, but what's like what's your sidechain process? Like, tell us your ratio. What's your ratio in your like attack and your release?
Okay,
well, I don't even know shit about ratios, man. I just put the compressor on a channel and just sidechain the kick and snare, and like I don't even fuck with the ratio. I just like fuck with the threshold until.
Dude, the number one thing I fucking learned when I went to school, which I still do to this day, is all this shit about rules and you have to cut it this exact number is all bullshit, dude. You like. When I went to school and I went to this like mastering class, the dude was like, dude, in your audio career, you're gonna hear all these numbers, all these magic numbers, which a lot of them are true, but like, there's all this shit that like all these producers say that like if you don't cut at exactly this frequency and exactly this and have this ratio and compression, it's gonna be blah 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 blah. And dude, like what I do is just do it until it fucking sounds good, and that's what fucking matters.
Yeah.
Just do it until it sounds good.
But I mean, like the only reason why I ask is because like I know I have what I'll do is I have like a standard setting for at least what my sidechain is, with the ratio what I usually set the attack to and what I usually set the release to, but the threshold's always different. Because
our attack and release is always different.
Well, here's my thing. I do ghost channel sidechaining.
Yeah,
so essentially what that is
doing that with the kick and snare is ghosting.
Yeah. Especially because your kick, the snare has all the tail, so it kind of fucks up the sidechain signal sometimes.
But, a new tattoo, Desi? That looks new.
It should. I need like 2 more.
I'm getting a new one.
I'm trying to get 2 more before I leave.
I'm about to erase my right forearm.
Yeah.
I'm about to completely eliminate myself from the corporate job.
Well, Gent and Johns.
Yeah.
You heard of them? Billy the Gent is like, he still works full time as like a tattoo artist like around the corner. He's a good friend of mine. So I've been like going over there and just being like, do your worst. Do what you want. But
do what you will, good side.
What did you say?
Do what you will, good side.
Yeah. Yes. But Colin, do you ever try sidechaining with a gate instead of a compressor?
I just recently started fucking with gates, actually.
It's actually
I haven't done a whole. I mean, are you talking about like the reverse sidechain so that the signal only comes through when you're
No. Like, there's a way how with a compressor it's like how much it ducts the audio. It's all what, like with the gate, it's like cutting the fucking signal completely out.
Right.
So no click. You get no click from the gate technique or something like that. And it sends it all the way to bottom zero. So that doesn't make any sense. But it sends it all the way to like silent. Whatever the channel is that you're sidechaining to.
I've been theorizing that, but I don't know that I've exactly figured it out with Logic's expander, or not expander, gate, actually. But is it the same idea? Is it just an attack time and you run the sidechain detection through the gate?
Yeah, but it's in different values because the gate isn't in terms of like ratio and maybe threshold, and the release and the attack are all different. Yeah. Actually, let me pull Ableton up so I'm not like talking out of my ass, even though I've probably been doing that for however long this stream's been going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and back to what you said in terms of normal sidechain compression, I just do soft knees. I do around like a 2.0 ratio so that what's coming in ducks it hard enough and everything to fuck with the threshold.
You said you do a 2.1 ratio, that's it?
Yeah, like a 2.0. Really? I just don't want it to color too much. I mean, I run it through the VCA circuit as well, so it's also more transparent so that it's not like coloring the audio. That's it.
Do you guys use Volume Shaper?
Dude, when I was talking to Habstract, he told me that was his like go-to.
So many people are all about it right now, but I have no idea how to use it yet.
I mean, I really want to get the hang of this like gate trick because someone told me that was like the cleanest way to do it. So that
that's like the same thing as Volume Shaper.
You can?
I'm saying it's like essentially the same thing as Volume Shaper. That's what Volume Shaper does. It literally just ducts the signal. It doesn't compress it down. It just ducts it volume-wise.
That's why it's Volume Shaper.
Yeah.
Fucking A. All right. Time to go hunting. How much is this?
Yeah, we just need to find some good tutorials. So share, please.
Cable guys, they make some good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard there are some issues with how it works in Logic, but
I totally might have this for free in my email.
Oh my god, you fuck.
I think this is one of the, because I remember we were like, when I was working at the music store, like we would get all the free plugins from some of the companies.
Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. Check my SoundCloud.
Hot boy.
You already have it, Paul, or do you?
I have it. I mean, like.
Oh no! Wait, what's the one they gave?
Half Empty used it, and when we sent the collab back to him for mainline, and he had it on some shit. So I just downloaded it so that it would load in the session, but like I don't really know what it's doing or how it works. It's just there.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Never mind. Damn. Maybe it's in my old email.
Yo, Dez, you should let us remix Canada.
I'm down. I actually have the stems. Do you want them right this second?
Yes.
This is such a productive stream. We've gone through politics, Nightlife.
You need to come to Atlanta is what you really need to do, man. Just come stay at my apartment for a few days.
Dude, my roommate went to school down there, and she always tells me about how cool it is, man.
I mean, yeah, Atlanta's cool or whatever, but like.
Well, and Murchie Sedek used to tell me about like Atlanta all the fucking time.
Murchie.
Yeah, I know Murchie very well. He's from DC.
Is Sedek? You know Murchie?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. We love Murchie. Dude, that's like our dude.
How do you know Murchie?
Because Murchie's actually from DC. And also, like, he was doing the Moomatone thing, and like Moomatone is 100% all DC. So like everybody that was fucking with him was up here. And then
word. That's tight, dude. Murchie's the man. He's crushing it right now. He's actually doing more like vocal stuff.
Good. He's such a personality. He stayed at my Philly spot like a couple times too.
Word. Well, all right. Well, yeah. Well, come down here sometime and then.
Do I still have
work it out?
I will, man.
Did you know Murchie spelled backwards is panda?
Where did I put them? Canada. Yeah, alright, so I guess we just like organized a remix swap on here. Where did I put the fucking...
Yeah, man, we would fucking love to remix Canada. I love that song.
Let me see. Do I have enough parts in here? That's fun. Yeah.
Dude, actually, Dastic just put out a new EP, and one of his songs has that same like wah 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 wah, like in Canada. You know how that melodic part, how it like that volume wah wah wah.
It's probably
Like I heard Dastic and I was like, dude, that sounds just like fucking Canada. That one part in Canada.
Let me find it.
It's the one with
What'd you say?
It's the one with the Dastic song I'm talking about is the one with fuck, what's it? Zach the Lad or
Zach the Lad. There it is. You got it. That's.
But listen to it. It has that same.
It's in the exact same key.
Do what?
They're both in F minor. That's probably why they sound a lot like.
But it does that. Like, listen to it. It does that same wah wah wah. That same.
I'm alive.
You see what I'm saying? It's not like the same melody, but it like has that same
green in it.
Yeah.
Oh, this part's cool. You get this?
Yeah, the whole EP is nice.
See, I would like it. The minute it stopped becoming a dubstep beat, I would like it. You like started turning it into some like two-step.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting these stems uploaded. The uploading. Now my fucking.
I'm playing cell phone games.
Smart cell phone games. Actually, I wanted to see if you could do this one really quick.
What?
One second.
Oh, boy.
Alright, try to do this.
But.
Start there.
You have butts. You have butts. She has butts.
Four things. It took me like a little while to figure it out.
I'm about to try out this fucking gate side chain shit.
Grab your butt. Roll your butt. Butt.
Starting there, roll to the red.
The fuck are you listening to?
You telling me?
Yeah.
This is the DJ Butt, bro. Shout out DJ Butt.
DJ Butt? Hell yeah.
DJ Butt, baby.
It's lit.
Well, there it goes. Stems are ready. Copy Dropbox link. www.xvideos.com.
I suck at this.
You want to show how to do it?
Yes.
All right.
But yeah,
Watch.
send us the link.
Literally doing
I can't guarantee when we're gonna get around to it, but we want to and we will.
I don't care. Just do what you want.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Selfie.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly to do it with the gate. I've been trying to figure it out because the gate is like a reverse side chain.
Do you guys both use Logic?
No, I'm in Ableton. You know that. How do you?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. So you use Ableton's gate as a sidechain?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull it up. You hit that little arrow on the side. Bam! Sidechain right there. Oh, so there is a threshold, and an attack, and a release. There's just no ratio. Well, isn't that interesting? I guess that makes sense though, because the ratio when you sidechain something is how much of the signal you want to duck down. It's like relative to the threshold. Fuck, that might not be right. That's probably
Hey,
not.
Des.
Yeah.
You know who you need to collab with or do a remix of or some shit? Teddy Killers.
Dude, of course. What is it?
Dude, like, you and Teddy Killers collab would just be heaven.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever? Do you know them or talk? Is it two people or one?
I don't talk to them. They like some of my Instagram posts sometimes, but that's probably like a bot.
For sure, yeah. They've liked some of ours, so I've been like, I've gotten really excited.
The Excision like your thing that you have hashtag.
It is for real. Damn.
But yo, they did give us like a feedback on like a promo email of our new EP that they got. They said 10 out of 10. Wow, like super happy, I like it. So like that was kind of like a life affirming moment for us.
That's fucking.
Chris gave it 8 out of 10. Zed's Dead give it 9 out of 10. So those are cool.
Was that all the, what is it, Avidity? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, man. That's fucking dope. Yeah. I got like a couple more weeks until I put the next big EP on promo, and then...
Yeah, I mean, we worked on this shit for 6 months, so it came out on Friday, so like we're still kind of like in the early stages, I guess, of like figuring out the reception of it, but so far it's been good.
Yeah. Are you like pushing to do like a mini tour for it or something like that? I mean, you've been on the road with like the Blood, what is it? Blood, Sweat, and
I mean, we're just trying to like play every single date we can possibly play ever, so.
No. Are you both?
It's just hard. It's hard in these days to get shows when
you're not.
It's hard to find place, but it's like it's a very cliquey kind of market for getting shows, and it's like if you're not this person with linked up with these people, it's like you're not going to get shows, and people aren't even going to fucking bother listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a deal.
I know. America, it's an interesting market.
It's the worst.
It's not the worst, But
it's not the worst, but I mean, granted, it's our dominant market, but it's still just like, fuck, it's so hard to like compete with some people, which you shouldn't even have to be competing with. But I'm not going to name names and become that jaded asshole real quick. But I think you know what we're getting at here is like there's a lot of fucking filler ass shit that's getting a lot of shows that shouldn't be getting the shows that
I do think like a lot of it is in terms of like, so if you compare like the people who've had short-term success versus long-term, like versus the people that kind of have been in it and put in their 10 years, and the 10-year thing is kind of like a pain in the ass, but like I remember we like in school they like told us to read this book. I think it was called Outliers, something like that. It basically like explains how like talent is overrated, and what really matters is putting in like 10,000 hours of work to become an expert in your craft. And like
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so like if you look at the success of somebody like Bro Safari, I'll use him. He's a good example. Nick's a really good example for this because he started with the evil intent thing and kind of like, you know, ebbed and flowed with like how well he meshed with the project, and then eventually like did his own thing. But you know, he's not like a lot of like egocentric young guys that I've bumped into at a lot of these shows that have had quick success and are immediately like just head blows up like a fucking balloon, you know? And because of that, I think Nick is gonna have a, even if he doesn't choose to stay with like the Bro Safari project, or if he chooses to do something else, I think he's gonna have a much everything he's going to do musically is going to have a little bit more longevity than like everybody that's just kind of put their chips in immediately when they're like, we can make money on this. Like, instead of learning about, you know, like it's important to like make mistakes in the music industry as like as a young act, so that as long as you get back up from making a mistake, it's good to make that mistake because you're going to learn from it better than a lot of other people are that they get locked in this tunnel vision once they have success. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. That, I mean, it maybe like the way I view it, since I view it that way, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I'm still figuring it out. We all are, you know?
Yeah. I'm just trying to do my own shit. I just want to fucking not be tempted by the side of things where it's just instant gratification, because I feel like that sets you up for zero longevity.
I mean, like at the end of the day,
you up for just like a quick shelf life, and like that's something that both of you have, and that I would feel like that we have is like longevity in terms of shelf life and musicality. Is that people are gonna listen to our shit over and over and be like, oh, I want to listen to this again and figure out what I didn't hear the first time I listened to it. Our shit's not so cut and dry that it's like, oh, here's what it is. Listen to it once. Be like, okay, that was cool. What's next?
My whole thing is I don't want to just make tracks anymore that are just like you're going to play it in a club for 3 months and then forget about it entirely.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Yeah. Literally.
I think bass music already has that step. Like, that's the fun thing, because, like, I mean, like, I came from writing fucking trance music when I was, like, 16. So, like...
Me too, man.
Yes! I still fucking get emails from people asking me when I'm going to write another, like, tech trance banger that Armin's going to play. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. But the point of that is, like, I switched to bass music because there's a little bit more freedom where you can write a song versus just a club tool.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, exactly.
Like, at least bass music is, since it's like broken up drums that aren't on like a 4/4 pattern, you kind of have a little bit more freedom as like a drummer to like turn it into a song with like actual groove. And you know, if you want to be funky, you can be funky. If you want to be jazzy, you can be jazzy.
Yeah.
If you want to be angry, you can be angry, and you can kind of go through all these different palettes. Where with like, I think with like real house music, you can do that. But if you're looking at like if you're looking at strictly big room house alone, it's nothing more than a club tool.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, To each their own. I mean, I firmly believe that in any kind of genre, there can be somebody who will mix it up and can make it interesting. So I don't really turn away from any genre in that stance. I mean, by no means am I saying that I'll take the time in every genre to try and find somebody that I like, but like, I'm sure there are people out there that do shit in an interesting way, but there's always going to be that huge influx of people that are fucking, I don't know, just making shit to make shit, you know, not to actually be
You guys want to
something
know who is
substantial.
crushing dubstep right now? Frankie Nuts. He is fucking crushing the dubstep bangers right now.
I've never heard of him.
I know somebody who's crushing dubstep right now. His name's Recoil.
Aww.
But no, definitely check out Frankie Nuts because he's so absurdly talented, specifically in that like Reese kind of vibe. So Dez, you would really resonate with his shit, definitely.
Actually, you know who I really, really, really like as far, and I like, it takes me a lot to like really, really, really like fall in love with dubstep tracks now. I think I just like kind of hit my threshold. But you guys know Fugitive?
Yes.
No.
You don't know
Fugitive or Fugitive?
Fugitive with an H.
Okay.
That he did a Firepower EP a little while ago. He's got some other stuff he's been working on, but that's Chris Williams. That's like a good friend that I went to college with, and like watched him start out like making these like awful trance remixes that he sent me, and like one day, like I won't lie, we bumped into each other because we were looking for somebody to like sell us a dub bag like on campus. And we ended up like smoking a joint like out like in the snow, and then we were like, wait, we know each other. Like you're the dude that was sending me like shitty trance remixes, and he was like, yeah. And then like after time, he started becoming this like really fucking great dubstep producer. And now everything he does, everything he sends me, I'm always like there's always those people that want like, Colin, you're one of them, who like sends me music. Is like, does this sound done? And I'm like, yeah. Why the fuck is that a question?
I'll agree with that, Colin. You second guess yourself entirely too much on a lot of your stuff. A lot of it's just like, even when you were like here in my apartment last time and you were showing me stuff, like all of it sounded so fucking proper. And I understand the need to second guess and want to know that it's done, but like I think you might second guess a little bit too much on before things are ready.
Well, I mean, the thing is with me is I do hold myself to a standard, and to the outside it may seem like it's kind of negative.
Yourself at that point, man.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying that you could speed up your output by just...
Colin, that's what we're really saying.
I know. Well, listen. Here's the thing. I know. I could.
That dog. That's like what we're trying to get across. Is that like you're crushing this shit. You crush it. Like look at some of our peers in this scene. Some of the people that like we're constantly compared to and competing with, and it's like you're making the shit you make is just leagues beyond, and that's kind of what we're getting at here.
I appreciate it, dude, but I mean, to me, at the same time, I want to be happy with myself, so that's mainly what it's about, because I feel like if I'm not happy with myself, then I'm not going to be able to promote it properly if I can't get behind it 100%. And
that's always like
I completely know and resonate with what you're saying, so yeah, I get it, but yeah. I'm just saying at the same time, you have so much shit that, like, I know you're just kind of like sitting on that.
Well, I've been refining it all at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, to me, with these pieces that I'm sitting on per se, it's not because I'm just like, okay, I need to tweak some things and I'm just chilling on it. I'm literally like going in and the painting isn't done in my head, so I'm still adding things like here and there that, I mean, maybe the listener wouldn't even fucking care about, but to me it's part of the bigger picture, and I want it to go out as a finished piece, you know?
I definitely know. That's how Taylor is with our shit. A lot of times I want to jump the gun and be like, oh, it's good, it's ready, and Taylor's like, no, it's not yet. Like, let me sit down and put like a little more reverb on this stupid sound or take.
Well, I mean, stylistically, it's all about the integrity, dude. It's all about the integrity of the music, and if you feel it's finished, then maybe it is. But
the final release goes through, and then people see that, and so you're right. It makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it was strictly, for the most part, it was an engineering perspective. Like, I knew I had ideas, knew I had like some kind of like writing to my music and everything, but I just did not have the engineering. I couldn't make it sound the way that I envisioned it in my head, so I put my head low and I just worked on it for a minute. And I think it's paid off, honestly. I really think it's paid off, because I mean, I've started like new projects and everything, and I've been blasting through new shit lately. Like, I just know how to do it from the get-go for the most part. I mean, obviously there's still tweaking and everything. I'm not just one-timing everything, but it's definitely paid off. Like, it's gonna pay off for times after. That's the way I work, dude. I figure out things that I want to get better at, and I'll just grind out and try and get better at them.
When you were telling me about your little multi-band trick, I was like, that's a good idea.
Dude, that's what I was talking about that a little bit with like the printing thing. I just started getting into printing, and now I do like the multi-band processing shit I was telling you about, and then I print it and then like put it into a sampler so that when you hit different notes on the sub bass, it doesn't resonate with that processing, that multi-band processing differently. So it's very, very consistent.
Are you just doing that with just like a bass note into the sampler, or are you doing that with like your whole 16 bar?
No. Like, say I had sub bass and I do the multi-band processing on it, and if you're scaling through the sub bass in MIDI as it's going into the multi-band processing, it'll resonate differently on different keys and stuff like that. So what I do is I bounce out one long sub note on like F or something like that, and then throw it into the sampler with that processing on it from the printed track. And then it's like easy, you hit the other notes and it all sounds consistent. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably why your sub bass always feels like it sounds like an 808, because it is sampled.
Multi-band process your subs?
Yes.
90 hertz and then what?
Wow, I've never done that. I've never thought to try to do that.
Well, that's a new coily thing.
Have you tried? I mean, yeah, I guess Colin, you wouldn't be able to do this, but have you ever watched the Culprit, like he does like the Ableton Masterclass? You know what he does, which is actually kind of wrong, but it works for him, and I kind of like made my own version of it, but like
a canned out sub bass.
With the stereo spreaded sub bass.
Yeah.
It's like makes
what?
Yeah, exactly. He'll duplicate his sub. He does it all in Operator. He does everything in Operator. He doesn't use any like external plugins except for like the PSP Vintage Warmer or something like that. But he'll duplicate his sub bass, move it
While
up.
they're mono?
What's that?
He'll make it mono and then duplicate it, or not even worry about
No, because he'll make these in stereo. So he'll take any plugin that he has it on that sets it in mono, he'll take that off. But he'll duplicate it, raise the whole thing an octave, and then he'll isolate it between 100 hertz and 300 hertz, and he'll turn the spread all the way the fuck up, so that when you're listening to it in earbuds, you can hear some sort of tonal sub bass stuff. And it doesn't make an enormous difference, but when it does, it makes a difference when you're swapping from like your studio monitors to like somebody's shitty I don't know,
iPhone speakers or
that's what the Wave plugin Max Bass does.
Oh, really?
Have you ever heard of
Wait, it'll like duplicate your sub, move it up an octave, and then
No, it doesn't duplicate it. It makes resonant resonant frequencies that sort of emulate sub bass, like on shitty laptop speakers and stuff. I guess it's a different way of sort of trying to accomplish.
Is that the same thing with like it's probably the same thing with like the R bass, the Renaissance bass from Waves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I just know we always use
you can do like frequency specific about where you want.
Yeah. You can be frequency specific, like a range of frequencies, and raise it and lower it.
Honestly, I think that's just a saturator. because you can use the Ableton saturator to do the same thing, and then take the color and isolate the frequency space that you want to like, where you want it to be like heavily resonant.
Well, but what MaxBass is doing, it's actually getting the audio of whatever sound, like for a sub bass, and it's trying to what's the word? It's trying to like
amplify.
Like no, it's trying to mimic. It's trying to mimic that frequency by putting it into like some hormonal range or something. I don't know. I was reading about it a long time ago before we started using it, and it's really interesting how it works, but I can't really remember. But we've used it ever since then. I don't really know.
I never used MaxBass. I always ended up using. I went through like three different sub bass chains because I was on FL Studio before I switched to Ableton. That was when I was on the PC life, and that was just like whatever I used on FL Studio was a horrible idea. I forget. It was like I cranked like the Renaissance bass and waves on that thing, and it was just mud, pure mud.
Mm.
But
I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried Renaissance bass. I don't really know what that does.
Yeah, we just use MaxBass.
Let me see MaxBass. I'm gonna pull that shit up right now and take a look. 2 X's, right? Yeah.
Yeah, MAXX bass.
The MaxBass mono.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Different.
Whoa.
So what's this? Audio, MaxBass, and then original bass. So Max. Oh, I see what this does.
Yeah, Warx. By the way, sorry, I'm randomly getting back to the comments here. I know I've been off and on with this, but don't worry about like label and channel rejections, dude. For the most, I mean, I waited like I don't even know how long, like a year and a half, 2 years to have my own label, like. And that's just with the like my alias. I waited like a year with this alias to have my first personal release.
Colin?
I waited for the Firepower EP.
Okay.
That was Reloaded. It was the 5th release on Firepower Records.
Look at you. Yeah, I was gonna say, be patient with label signings. Don't think it's like something that you need to have like on a bucket list, because now, especially more than ever, like if you're young, like when I was 17 and still writing trance, I was like, sure, I'm gonna sign any piece of shit that I put out with whatever label's gonna take it, and then now I have like shit on my Discog.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
I mean, that's something that I've been struggling with.
I did not wait. I was like, just sign things. I need validation.
Yeah, that's how it goes, dude. It's so easy to want validation from the outside, but at the same time, you need to get in a place where you're happy with your shit, and that's pretty much what matters at the end of the day. Because, and this is a huge point I've been thinking about a lot more so lately, the fact that no matter what you're doing, no matter how good it is or whatever, there's some fucking hipster in the world that will hear it, and even if it's shitty, they'll go, I like this because no one else does. So you're always going to have one fan. You will always have potential of one fan, so don't even worry about it.
Everybody's got a mom.
Yeah.
No, but for real, don't get bummed out by a label rejection. And in fact, it's like, let me see, what are these people's goals? Firepower is my goal. Disciple is mine. That's it's good. It's good to have goals, but trust me, the guys that you're probably going to end up benefiting from if you do end up going somewhere with your music usually ends up being the label that isn't your goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might not be true.
I would set personal goals, not like materialistic goals like that, you know? Like, I mean, like, I know personally for me, like, hearing dudes like Lax when he came out with like Step 1 and stuff like that, I was like engineering goals. I was like, I want my songs to sound that good. Because he's just on fire. Everything he makes sounds so good, and I did not have any of that for the longest time. But
also, I mean, the big thing why people shouldn't get honed in on labels now is that there's like, when I was 17 and I was looking at labels, that was the only way you could get any kind of notoriety. But like when in 2016, you can make an entire career off of doing everything for free download on your SoundCloud.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing that, like I was saying, after this uplink release that I'm thinking about going independent, is because the world is so much more receptive to indie artists these days. If you look at people like Chance the Rapper, even, he was the first independent artist to ever...
John, man. What's up?
What's up, John? But he was the first independent artist to ever perform on SNL, and like people have been supporting the shit out of Chance the Rapper, and he's just an independent guy. And then there's people like Carmack and stuff like that who did a bunch of independent stuff, and he's just
you'll get one Carmack for every
cocaine.
One Carmack for every what?
You'll only get like I don't know. I'm like a big Carmack fanboy, so I consider him like the Miles Davis of dance music.
Yeah.
Electronic music, because everything he did, he was the first guy that I started visibly seeing on the internet he's thinking like a jazz drummer, because all of his drums are off the grid.
Yeah.
It's off the grid, and it feels loose, and it feels like it's been played by a human.
Yeah, it's very humanized and real.
You can flawlessly go from a club banger to like super deep soulful like Jay Dilla hip hop is like a huge statement about who he is as an artist.
I think he's one of the most influential producers that's been around for a very long time.
The only person I think, or people for that matter, that I think are better than Carmack, or not better per se, but like do a better technical job, because since he's kind of like a big musician, he's kind of like fucking mixed down.
Yeah.
The idea is there, but I think like I listen to like a ton of Alex Perez and Ivy Lab, and like everything they fucking do to me is absolute like artistic gold.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All the drums are off the hook, the bass lines are fucking weird. Like I don't know. I wish that was something that was like encouraged more in American culture.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I just think that fucking people like that.
Paul. Your mic's out.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Paul.
Hey, man.
Okay, sorry. What I was trying to say is that I think we're gonna have to jump out here, but thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, of course, dude. I'll
talk you guys.
Much love to everyone in the chat. It's been real.
Come to the DM, both of you.
We'll speak soon. Much love. All the love.
Peace. But yeah, people like Ivy Lab, dude. I mean, just hearing this shit on like Noisia's or Noisia's Noisia radio shit. Oh god! Every single time they're like new Ivy Lab, I'm like, yes. Every single time. But yeah, I'm loving. I mean, clearly my shit's going in a lot more of a hip hop influence direction as well. So like, I love that, like, especially neuro producers getting into like the more hip hoppy tip. It's fucking awesome because they just have these crazy left field processing techniques and stuff like that they can add so much to it.
That's like kind of why I like lean toward like the drum and bass pocket, or at least like the 174 BPM like area, because there's a lot of, at least with like a lot of the modern producers, with like everybody from like Alex Perez to Signs to even Noisia, like there's a lot of room for, it's like you can put out a couple drum and bass records here and there, and then it's pretty clear that everybody gets bored. So it only makes sense for creative purposes to do something completely different, but would still fit a DJ set. And I think like Alex Perez especially does that really well, because he kind of ebbs and flows between like liquid drum and bass and deeper like more sub heavy drum and bass, and then hip hop, which he does a lot. Like he did that tour with EPROM as Shades. I saw that at U-Haul in DC last year, and that blew me away. But
yeah, I just think that I really think drum and bass is held to so much of a higher standard that I mean, if you're gonna do dubstep, like I would honestly highly recommend like dabbling into drum and bass and really trying to like kind of figure things out that way, just because I feel like it'll up your own mental standards and stuff like that too, and just make you really realize. I personally, I started with dubstep and then I went on like a D&B and drum step tip for a while in the very beginning of my production.
It happens. I mean, like, it's always been that boot camp. It's pretty good for everybody because, like, you look at a lot. You know, you look at the Feed Me's, the Alvin Risks, the like, why did I stall? It's Feed Me, Alvin Risk, Kill the Noise, Treasure Fingers, Bro Safari. Like, all these guys started. You like Red Light. They all started writing drum and bass, and then you know, kind of use that as their boot camp. But
yeah, Funk Case too. Funk Case started with drum and bass. I'm pretty sure.
Funk Case did. I think Funk Case did like Jump Up. I think.
Yeah.
Did. Who else? There's a couple other people. I mean, Dr. P too. I forget what Dr. P went by.
Weren't Dr. P and Flux Pavilion in the same band and stuff before they started even making music?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure they were. And then Alvin or Kill the Noise and Bro Safari were in the same band too.
They were in Ludachrist, which was like that was a little different. I forget exactly what Ludachrist was, but it was, I think it was like a combo of like mashup DJing, because it was like around that time that like mashup DJs were a big thing, and like Girl Talk was like every like Coachella headliner you could possibly imagine. But I think I'm gonna cook some steaks.
Right on.
And I'm gonna. It's how long is the stream been going? Does it say on here?
Shit. Well, we started around like what, 3:15 ish, 3:20.
Yeah, it was 3:20, wasn't it? I guess we did.
Yeah. So we're just about at the length of other episodes right now. So, any final thoughts, Mr. Dez?
I don't know. Damn it, does the chat have any questions? I'm like going through the chat right now, trying to wrap anything up.
Well, how about you give somebody some life advice? Why don't you spit some life advice game right now?
Life advice with Dez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a little piece, because this is kind of like, it's like it's relevant to my own life.
Okay,
now
let's go.
When you feel like, if you ever come across an opportunity that terrifies you a little bit, but it's exciting at the same time, and you're a little scared to jump into it, definitely jump into it, because no one is ever going to grow from being in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm dealing with right now. And
yeah,
I'll tell you a little more in depth why once we get off the stream, but like definitely jump into the cold water when it comes to life, because it's a lot more exciting down there.
Oh yeah. And you, dude, 9 times out of 10, even if you've practiced doing that kind of thing before, 9 times out of 10, when you get up to the opportunity, you'll still be hesitant, even though you know as soon as you do it, you'll be like happy with yourself.
There's a difference between that and like making a bad like life decision.
Yeah.
There's no excitement behind it, and if there's excitement behind it, but it's still scary at the same time, it's probably a good decision.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through and spitting knowledge and being a part of this, because
you gotta come to DC soon. I'm
yeah.
To you a little bit. You gonna be in Baltimore on the 16th? Or are you gonna be around that Maryland area?
April?
Yeah. I guess it would be a good time to plug a couple things then.
Okay. All right. Well, go for it.
April 16th, I'm playing Transcend at Bamboo in Baltimore. If anybody wants to come out and take a listen to a bunch of dub plates and new shit that I'm working on, that's definitely a good chance.
Highly recommended.
My set time is 11:45 to 12:45. And then the next big release that's going to be coming for me, March 29th, that's tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping Fracture to VIP, and then May 19th.
That shit is huge, dude.
May 19th is the second Renaissance EP, which will be dropping on Play Me Records.
Hell yeah.
I think that's all the shameless self-promo I got now.
That's nothing worthy of shame, bro.
hopefully you and I will do a kitchen collab soon.
Oh yeah. Coil Cooks X or Coil's Kitchen X Des Cooks cross.
The Coil
Yeah, we definitely got a link soon though. I mean, it's only like what 45 minutes or something to your place, and same here. You got to come through for some soft crab, dude. Some of that Maryland soft crab sandwich shit.
Yeah, I definitely
have the spots out here, bro.
Definitely need to do it before I move out. But I'm gonna have some steak and some cod. No, it's not cod. I got sea bass, Chilean sea bass today.
Hey, all right, man. Make sure you lock into that Instagram for the hashtag Des Cooks on that one. All right, everybody. It's been real. Thanks for tuning in. This was episode 8, Mech-Hop Mondays. We out.
Peace.